Hello. Hopefully we didn't blow any eardrums out there. Welcome to Knoxville Nights. We're presented by Jetco. We got our partners, Impact Signs, Awnings, and Wraps. And Track Threads on with us as well. I am Josh Gerlach. I might even see, we can pop some stuff up here, boys. A little rusty.
First time?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
In a couple of weeks.
Welcome to the show. It's been a while. It's been, a couple months since we were live.
I think
Haven't
so,
seen Blake. We saw him every day for like 2 weeks. Kade, it was weird not seeing you every day, but we're back. It's race week also. It's going to be good stuff. What you boys been up to?
I was in Denver, Colorado for the Race for the Million, our final race of the season at the Colorado National Speedway, which hosted like truck races back in the 90s, hosted World of Outlaws races way back in the day when it used to be dirt. So that was a lot of fun going out there and calling that season all year, or the whole season, all 4 races, I should say. But really cool getting to travel on the road and do that. It is coming back. I will wait and see what the schedule is before I make a decision if I'll be coming back. But had a lot of fun. I was waiting for, in that intro video, the B-roll slide, for you to sneak in my onboard and see if I blended in any.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that for sure.
Just
Next
see if
version.
anybody would notice.
Oh, yeah. We got it.
But no, it was, I didn't have a break. It wasn't. I said to someone on Sunday when I was leaving, or Saturday night when I was leaving the track after Nationals, they were like, well, you ready to break? I was like, I'll sleep all day Sunday. And then it's right back on it. And then this week, obviously, we go racing. I got football on Friday night. So it's a quick turnaround. Yep.
You got a little bit of a break, Kade. You got some Iowa State Fair therapy.
Yeah, plenty of that.
Did you eat anything? What'd you eat?
Dude, all kinds of stuff. We had like a.
Did you have a favorite?
I don't know. I always favorite the AE little party ball things with a party dip.
Yep.
That's my go-to.
Yeah. Get fried Oreos?
No,
that's okay.
Sure didn't.
That's okay.
Shame.
That's okay.
Shame.
I've never had one.
Wow. Anyway,
sorry about it.
We'll look past that.
Sue me.
Don't hold that against Kade. You can still hit like, and you can still share this video and subscribe wherever you're watching, listening. I think, where are we at? We're on X, YouTube, and on Facebook. So jump in the replies, the comments, whatever. I have no idea how long this is going to be. This could be short. This could be long. We're going to run through some Knoxville stuff, some outside Knoxville stuff. Probably give a few thoughts. I know it was like 3 a.m. on Sunday morning after the Nationals, after Saturday was done. So we just went off the cuff there. Got some stuff to probably talk through that we didn't touch on.
Ironically, was like the second most watched video we've ever had on YouTube, which is just, that's our luck. But
we didn't catch on fire, which I know that people definitely heard from people throughout the week that they loved our squirrel moments when fireworks were catching on fire over there. That was interesting. But Kade, we touched a little bit on your 2 weeks of racing. I know that the results probably weren't what you were hoping for, but you got a lot of experience. You jumped into another car with the Potters. I know that experience was fun, just not maybe the results you were looking for. Got them down here. If you want to run through all that, or even just talk generally speaking,
we can just generally talk
how
about
the speed
it.
weeks. What were you? You were what, 8 of 9 or 8 of 10 days? You were racing and all that stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Yep, 8 days out of 10. The 360 did not go according to plan at all. We were pretty slow the whole 3 days racing there, and then Marshalltown we were fast, but had a little situation there and got upside down. But the 410 was really fun. Like you said, it was obviously not the results we wanted, but I feel like if we would have had a full Friday section of the Nationals, it could have probably went quite a bit different. But it's kind of the same cards for everybody. We were all dealt the same thing, and the prelim nights turned out to be way bigger than they normally are, which they're already huge. But and that's your only night, and that was basically the first night in that car because we built a different car after Oski on Monday. So they thrashed for me, which was cool. They never even batted an eye, just went ahead and switched cars for us. And great experience. They were really great people, and I can't thank them and their sponsors enough for letting me do it. I told Jack on Sunday, I said, that'll be a Nationals that we won't forget. That's for sure.
Can you explain how it came about? Because I don't know if we ever really went into how the whole situation came. How did you get in the car?
It was kind of weird, honestly. Like he just called me and said, "Hey, do you have a ride for nationals?" And I said, "No." And he's like, "All right, do you want one?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that was pretty much it. We kind of just jumped right in, and he was kind of asking like what I wanted for like foot pedal or foot blocks and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't really know, dude. Just get it somewhat ready and get it here, and we'll fit all that stuff when we get here. And I think we learned a lot as far as their whole package goes, and that's obviously great for him and his program going forward, which was it was cool to be a part of that.
Right.
Can you describe, just for like the lay person here, even me a little bit, you are used to running a certain package with your own team. Like you have an actual different race car. Like you run Triple X. I'm not sure what they run, maybe Maxim, I think.
Yeah.
Different shock package and everything. Just describe how, you didn't have any practice nights or anything. Your practice night was the Capitani Classic and then the Front Row Challenge, and then you were head first into the Knoxville Nationals. Explain a little bit, just, again, not excuses by any means, but it's a different feel and such, I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously I don't have a whole pile of 410 experience.
Right.
I have some, but like the good nights that we had, the good night in the 410 that I had was in my own car. So it was like, I took my own package and made a 410 work with it. So, that having that first night be the Cappy was like, holy shit, this is crazy, and we got through it. We didn't tear anything up. Besides, we had a wing try to come apart at Oski, which sucks to have something like that happen, especially when like you don't crash and you're still shit's getting messed up. But it's always different. I feel like you look at people and they change cars for a reason. So anytime you're getting something different, it's obviously quite a bit different. It ended up working out really well. We got the car working pretty good, but the first couple of nights we definitely were like beating our heads against the wall. Like, what the hell do we need to do to fix this thing, for sure?
I really wish you would have had an actual Friday program that wasn't a day show. And that was a big what if for me, at least looking from the outside.
Yeah.
Even if it was a day show, just give us qualifying to try to rebound and save our nationals. But like I said earlier, that was just the cards we were dealt, and everybody had the same hand to play.
Right. Just kind of going over the results, just kind of off the cuff. Again, we didn't really know what we were going to talk about coming into tonight. So 360 Nationals, I just want to go through this because I think either Chase Rodden or somebody brought it up, maybe Justin Fiedler. So the 360 Nationals, in the 24 cars, I just kind of want to go through each driver and say either 410 or 360 of what they drive, because this is kind of astounding. And I think a lot of people will argue this point. So Ryan Timms, 410, Reitzel, 410, Courtney, 410, Larson, 410, McFadden, 410, Brian Brown drives a 410, Selzy, 410, Chase Randall, 410, Justin Henderson, 410, Corey Day, 410. So there's your whole top 10. Your whole top 10 drives 410s. Macri, 410, Abreu, 410, Riley Goodnow, 410, 360.
Yeah, you could throw them in the both categories.
360 points. I'll throw them in there. Brady Bacon, 410. Sam Haferteep Jr., 360. Kerry Madsen, 410. Parker Price Miller, 410. Chris Martin, 410. Justin Peck, 410. Terry McCarl, 410. Dason Pursley, 410. Austin Wood, 360. Kyler Johnson, 360. Ryan Levitt, 360. So, what was that? All but maybe 4 or 5. But,
Are we going to rehash this again from last year?
No, I think it's not, I don't hate it. Like I'm not upset about it in any shape of the matter. It's just, it's just kind of how it is.
There are people out there that really don't like that. I understand their point, but to a point, but
this event it's becoming so popular. Like we had more cars signed in for the 360 Nationals than we did the 410 Nationals. I know a lot of people are like, well, the Outlaws got a free date in June. Why don't we move the Ironman to June and maybe let these 410 guys with the Outlaws come and run 360 Nationals? And then it's like, oh my gosh, then we're going to have 130 guys. And then you're really going to have a lot of 410 guys. So I don't know. And Kade,
that'd be sick.
It would be sick, but Kade, you've said it so many times. I mean, it does not matter to you. You like the competition of the 410s and most of the 360 guys too, which probably made it even sweeter for Ryan Levitt, Kyler Johnson, Austin Wood to be like, dang, man, made the show. I mean, that, Ryan Levitt finished 24th. I bet he was probably pretty happy leaving the racetrack on Saturday night of 360 Nationals.
I guarantee you he was happier than I was. And honestly, like, if anybody should be bitching about 410 guys, it should be the point leader that didn't even have a dog in the fight, really.
Right.
But I've said it a million times. It's a big, high-paying race. You're going to have 410 guys come, especially the way that it's been going the past couple of years. It's going to get even bigger, I'm sure. So,
do we need Hard Knocks night? Do you want to see another night? Do you want to see another night?
Yes and no. I mean, I like the idea of having like your prelim be super heavy, but in the same situation,
if we're going to keep adding cars.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
the crowd's got to support it too. At that point too.
Which I thought the crowd was great on Saturday, obviously. And then Friday and Thursday, I mean, I thought that was about our 360 shootout crowd. So
yeah, no disrespect to the crowd that did show up. It's just, I think at that point, like, because you're paying, that's another night of pay. Like, talk, front and back gate at that point, you got to have that money coming from somewhere to entice people to put another night on all their stuff and all that. But overall, man, can you imagine what would that be? 8 races or 9 races in 14 days in Knoxville. That'd be badass.
It is so funny to me though. Like, some people probably thought it was absurd, but Kade, I'm sure you'd agree when Larson said the 360s suck. Like, he just flat out said it. The 360s suck. And at the same time, he was also probably throwing out frustration about his Cup car, just how, horsepower down they are and everything else. But they still, he'll still come back and run it. I'm sure he wants to now be the 4th person to try to win both at the same time. So I don't know. I think Corey Day was really hurt by the 360. That was just my opinion. It just didn't feel like, maybe they weren't the fastest that they've been even in the 410, but the 360, you could tell Corey was like, holy smokes, I can't usually do what I do in the 410. But I don't know. I just thought I'd touch on that part because I know they're still going to talk about it. But
that's the thing. He just beat some ass, out on the West Coast against High Limit in a 410.
And he's not a half mile guy. I mean, he said that.
Well, to that point, and also like he wasn't that impressive in the last 360 show before the 360 Nationals either. Like no shade to him really, but it's like, I mean, Rico finished 12th too, right? So just because it's 410 guys doesn't mean they're going to go out there and light the world on fire. And, the lowly guys like UK aren't going to be competitive at all.
Do we need to, I'm going to put this in the broad perspective. Do we need to start worrying about Rico Aber here toward the end of the season? Nationals has carried over, unfortunately. I mean, the West Coast swing has not started very well. I don't know. Hasn't looked very good. Didn't look very good at Knoxville, and I'm sure he'd tell you the same thing. Got lapped at the Nationals. I don't know. 360. What can you take from the 360?
Should have won the Cappy. I'd argue that.
Yes.
The yellow,
okay, I'll give you that.
Took that away from him, but they did not have a Nationals to remember by any means.
Right. I don't know. We could talk about it on Sprint Car Nights maybe next week if we get that back rolling with Dawson. Save that for a point with him, but just feels like I don't know. It's a tough time right now for Rico. I just want to put a bow on 360 Nationals. Ryan Timms, I mean, just unbelievable. If you throw Sammy, Danny, and Ryan, that's just, it's an elite list. And to do it back to back, I think it's going to be one of those things where in 10 years or 15 years, we're like, man, remember when Ryan went out and won 410 Nationals and then came back the very next year and won 360 Nationals?
And I think he turns 20, next week? So it's like he did that.
No, he turned 20. I think it's in a couple of days, maybe 2 days, I think, something like that.
So, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
It's wild, man.
Crazy.
Super impressive. Like we said, I love him or hate him. I think he picked up some more haters at Oskaloosa, but you can't deny the stretch that they've been on. And we've talked about it, that here around Knoxville, we're probably not going to be getting that much anymore this year or after this year. Probably going to start branching out. So it's been fun. I know there's going to be a lot of drivers that are going to be happy when the 10 car isn't at Knoxville every single week and in multiple classes. So,
and we talked about that a couple weeks ago, but realistically, if everything is how it is right now, Austin McCarl should still be the man, like at the top. That I don't think anything's going to change about that.
Why not?
Because he is. I mean, if you take Tim's out this year, guess what? I mean, where are our points at? Well, Carl would be leading Justin Henderson by 400 points. Like, let's not get too crazy here. I think, if anything, Austin McCarl will be really happy. But yeah, I mean, it's just been fun to watch. Switching over to the 410 side, not a lot of headlines. It was just kind of boring 410 Nationals, honestly. You had this point written down, the Nationals, the quote unquote, the quote that goes around, Nationals are boring versus the format is too hard debate. Let's talk about this because a lot of people have been bringing it up. Hell, I think Kevin Harvick and that one dude brought it up, which Kevin Harvick's, I'm sorry. I love Kevin Harvick. A lot of respect for the guy. Did not know what he was talking about. Like, that's called a guy that watched a highlight clip and was like, man, everybody in those grandstands show up for Kyle Larson. It's like, okay, yep, sure, Kevin.
Sure,
but and again, I respect Kevin Harvick, love Kevin Harvick. Just didn't need to speak on something that I felt like he didn't really know much about. But anyway, we haven't had a pass for the lead since 2022 when Donnie Schatz passed David Gravel with like 5 to go.
But the format's too hard, Blake.
Well, so
you can't have the good guys,
let me
people
finish,
that are going to win.
Let me finish my statement here. So that's 4 years, no pass for the lead. 4 years, the guys led all 50 laps. So here's how I see it. 3 of those years were Kyle Larson, who has started on the pole. I'm sorry, but how many times has Kyle Larson started on the pole in a sprint car race? Not just Knoxville, and ever been passed? Maybe count them on your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Paul Silva doesn't let him get passed.
Yep.
Would you argue? I'd argue Ryan Tim's car was more dominant than Kyle Larson's 3 Nationals that he's had in that factor where he's led every lap. That car was a rocket. I mean, if we didn't have Kyle Larson at that track on that last Saturday, do you really think Sheldon would have led all 50 laps? I think it's just circumstantial. I really do. Everybody knew going into that night that if Larson was not there, they're like, oh my gosh, we're going to have a show. I mean, Casey Kane was right there. Casey Kane was up second, blah, blah, blah. I just think it's circumstantial, man. I mean, I don't think these people would have survived. I just recently went back and watched the Kinzer years and some of the Schatz years. These people wouldn't have survived because guess what? It was just Kinzer and it was just Schatz every single year. We were crying about that. A lot of people were back then, but I just can't get over this. They just keep going back to it. This is boring. No passing for 4 years. It's like, dude, this is a circumstantial thing. And guess what? Again, Larson will not be here next year. I mean, I don't know.
And look through the field. Kate, I want to hear from you because I'm
passionate about it.
Sure.
Sorry, I went on for a little bit.
Blake. Look through the field, but you go, Kate. Let it rip.
I think the problem with the Nationals is the way the format works out. You have to drive your ass off after you qualify good. You have to drive your ass off through the heat race and damn near win the feature to start on the front row of Saturday.
As you should.
So exactly. So you're gonna try to dock a guy for doing that good. I mean, the thing is, the guys that are starting on the front row, Tim's included. Obviously, he had a hell of a Nationals last year. You put those guys on the front row, they're so good already that it's going to be really hard to pass them no matter what. The only way that you're going to fix that is if you have an invert and you're going to get an uproar from every single car owner, driver.
It's like Eldora.
Literally every single person will throw an absolute fit if you make the Knoxville Nationals Saturday A main have an invert.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
People complain that it's too hard already right now. Can you imagine that too?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just, Josh, you go. I think Cade's right. I mean, he's on it. I didn't know we were supposed to. There never should be a point where the Nationals format should be, you can half-ass this and you'll still be okay. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
It's very hard, or it's very easy when you look at Saturday's main event, or even Saturday. Well, I'll just be a little generous here and look at that in a vacuum and be like, oh, well, there wasn't much passing or yada, yada, yada. But like Kade just said, if you qualify, what is it, top 5, right? You're starting 8th in your heat race.
Yep.
So that's hard. You got to pass cars if you want to, get the points out of your heat race and not be, screwed that way. But then look at the Saturday night main event. Top 5, they're pretty damn good, I'd say. So there wasn't too much mixing up, but positions gained. You had Logan Schuchart +7, Gravel went +4. Tanner Holmes on a juiced up racetrack, he went +13 out of the B, which that was impressive. Carson Macedo was right there with him, so he would have been like plus 13 or 14 himself before his engine expired. Tyler Courtney plus 8. Like the whole don't tell me there's no passing in sprint cars. Like that was all in a pretty much what, Kade? 2-ish, 1.5, 2-ish lane racetrack for half of that 50 lapper.
Yep.
Like you can't tell me. Sure, did one car stink up the show and lead every lap? Yes, that can be true. And at the same time, there was a hell of a race going on behind him for 50 laps.
I want to go back to this post came out during Nationals. I got to pull up right now. I want to give official credit. Kyle McFadden put this post out, and I retweeted it. I think I know what you probably know what I'm going to talk about. It's the last 10 Nationals champions, not including Kyle Larson.
Yep.
And it's where they went out in qualifying. It's where they qualified. It's what their prelim heat race was and their prelim result. So now this makes 3 years in a row that if the winner of the Knoxville Nationals has come from either 6th on back to win his heat. So in 2024, Larson came from 6th and won his heat. Ryan Timms came from 8th and won his heat. Larson came from 8th and finished. Remember, he just passed Clint Garner to get in. So like 8-4. But then he went +8 in the feature. Remember? So,
Yep.
I mean, and think about it. Sheldon did too. Sheldon went 8-1 in the feature on Wednesday night. And qualifying, I mean, if you qualify top 5, you're set. The only anomaly here is Donnie Schatz in 2022 when he qualified 11th. 6th to 4th in his heat. 2nd went backwards in the prelims. 2nd to 7th. And or can't finish 7th from 2nd. What am I trying to say? He started 7th and he finished 2nd. Sorry. But anyway, it's just the best, the cream rises to the top. And I know people hate hearing that, but it's like, guess what, man? It does. And there was racing, and people go back to, well, what about Saturday? You know, the surface. It's like, okay, then I guess if the surface sucked, how'd Tanner Holmes go from the B, back middle of the B, to pass Aaron Reitzel to get into the A and go forward? How did Carson Macedo do that? You know, I don't know. I just feel like it's always one of those things where you have to find a happy medium. And I think for what we were given, it put on a good show. And we just got to accept that Kyle Larson just did something that was pretty cool.
And like our Australian friend here said, it was a great job by everybody just to get that show in. Was it perfect?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. And hard decisions had to be made, which I would not want to be in that position by any means, because somebody's going to always be pissed. You're going to have pissed off fans, drivers, owners, whatever. But getting both of those shows in on Saturday shocked the hell out of me. I didn't, Kade, when we were sitting in your trailer, I didn't think we were racing on Saturday night by any means.
Same. I sat there for like 3 hours, and then I finally took my fire seat off, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, go back out for engine heat."
Yeah.
What?
I tell you what, I that was the first Monday show that I had, or the Monday show. The first it felt like a Monday on Saturday during that day show. That was the first day show that I had ever done. Never want to do that again.
Same.
There's a reason we don't race during the day, guys.
Those clouds wouldn't have went away. I think we would have had an even better
That's the thing.
show.
Like
you guys
isn't
said, sun came out and
isn't
rubber
dirt
like that.
fascinating? Yeah. Like immediately that sun came out and the track went, okay. Rubber. And it was just it was so weird. But you know, you go back to all those things and it was just wild. You know, it sucks that it had to be that way. I mean, if you want to think in a certain way, you're like, man, if we didn't do that, maybe the Brenham Crouch wreck doesn't happen. We wish the best for Brenham. Obviously still recovering. The picture, holy cow, the picture is just unbelievable. There's really no other words for it. Brenham's quite lucky, if anything.
For sure.
And, you know, that's just part of it. But, yeah, so the day show was interesting.
Don't think we want to sign up to do the 24 hours in Knoxville.
That's crazy.
Again.
No.
If we wait 10 more
No.
years like we did this last time, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
We can go 20 for all I care.
If you're watching online or anything, leave a comment if you want. We're obviously live right now. So if you want to leave a comment, make sure to throw it in there and we'll try to get you in. But the last thing I just wanted to touch on that Kade McFadden stat was the trend still continues, dating back to at least 2015. Everyone who's won the Nationals didn't finish second or better on their prelim night. So, you know, always, if you finish well on your prelim, you're pretty well set up.
Good race cars usually set themselves up.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So, who'd have thunk? But
We turning the page on Nationals then, boys?
I think we're ready to
Another
turn the
successful
page.
year.
Congratulations to Kyle Larson. Again, maybe next year I'll pick him in the middle of the summer again, because you never know, it could rain at Bristol and he'll be right back to where we were. But
it's a hell of a feat. Crazy that
it's unbelievable.
that
It's
was
unbelievable.
hilarious that he was the most tracked airplane in the world too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
They're-
in the
they're-
world.
so funny.
Their merch team must just be cooking up some crazy stuff with the double, because they still do not have Knoxville Nationals merch out. Like, because they were asking people, does anybody have pictures of the plane or anything like that? Or like the arrival? I'm like, is his shirt's going to have the plane and the sprint car on it? My guess is probably yes, but they're going to go all out. I'm excited to see what the
Why
Kyle
wouldn't
Larson
you?
merch team is. But yeah, so congratulations to Kyle Larson and Ryan Timms on the 360 Nationals champion. We will flip the page over to championship week upcoming here in just a couple days. It's McKay Group season championship night here at the Knoxville Raceway. Let's start out with our pro sprints. Jay Kinder has locked up the championship, another one in his hat. We were going to put a bounty out. I think it's a little late now, but it would have been really funny to do it. But we were thinking about it, putting a bounty out on Jay.
Jay would have liked it.
Yeah, well,
The way
Jay
things have
might
been
put
going
his
this
own
year.
bounty on himself, honestly. It wouldn't really surprise me. He goes up to the staging lane and holds up $5. He's like, whoever can beat me, do it. But yes, Jay's locked up the championship. Can he win them all?
Such an impressive
at this
season.
point, if
I know
you're
he's gotten
not
some good
cheering,
fortune.
if you're not cheering for Jay to win the race on Saturday night, what are you doing? Like, this be so cool to see a guy sweep the whole season. Like,
I know
That
there's
would be
somebody in
nuts.
our comments that's not going to be cheering for him.
okay, well, that's too bad, I guess.
And
Jay
one
will
Boo
probably
Bird up
talk
in the
to him.
crowd.
Jay will talk to him
Damn.
straight up in the comments, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
so
impressive season. I mean, I don't think nobody's ever done that. I'm guessing, like in the
no.
pro sprint series. So
The most in a row
maybe
is Doug
ever.
Wolfgang with 10 straight, and this would be 8. It's been a couple weeks
Yeah, I
since
think
pro
so.
sprints have ran. So I think our rookie of the year is probably going to be Clayton Vanderplug. It's definitely not. Nobody's in the top 10
Nobody in the
that
top
I
10,
can see. So I think it's going to be Clayton Vanderplug is going to be our rookie of the year. But don't quote me
Yeah.
on it.
I don't even know. Did we have any other rookies besides him? I'm trying to look it up on the fly. I
don't know.
know if we.
And what
did.
counts as a
Maybe
rookie?
one
Do
or-
you have to run multiple races, or like I don't know how that whole thing works. But
You're getting into too many details.
I don't know. Randall Roofing 360 sprint cars. That's going to be where it's at. Kade leads Tasker by just 79 points. Don't come at us for scenarios. I got no idea. Like I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I'm gonna go into the night. Like at the end of the night, I'll worry about it. Like keep an eye on qualifying.
Good
Qualifying's a big
qualifying
one.
effort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
about
know,
top 7, top
Yeah.
6 or 7. Cade, I think you're probably gonna be good.
Yep.
I'm not doing it. I wasn't doing it.
But the interesting thing here is that it should be a pretty, how do I say it, chalk 360 field. Am I wrong? I mean, like, I think everybody else, all the series around here race next weekend. So it's probably just going to be your standard 360 regular season points, guys. So the dream scenario for us as fans, and Kate, I'm sure you'd like to just walk away with it, but we get to see you and Tasker duel it on the track. And hopefully it's clean and it's fair and everything else. But I'm sure everybody would love to see that. We saw that with Aaron and Austin a couple years ago.
For what it's worth, there's 33 360s at season championship last year.
Yeah.
So
I'd say
probably
that's-
going to
yeah.
be right around the same height. if I had to guess.
Yep. I doubt you see any 410 guys besides maybe Sawyer and obviously Riley go double duty. So
Just do what you did last year, Cade. That'd be pretty good.
That'd be dope.
yeah, I know. Championship
That'd
night. Kate asked last night, like looking ahead, there is a chance for rain on Saturday. I don't think there's a makeup date. So if it rains, it rains. It'd be an unfortunate way to end for the 360 wise, because I think we deserve to see a race. But unfortunately, I think that's just part of it. But
It's a tiny chance, isn't it?
yes, tiny.
It
And it's
was
still
Yesterday
days-
when I asked, it was like 90%.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
But it's still days away. Still days away.
Okay.
So we'll hope for the best. But dude, I can't take another late night. I don't think Knoxville can either.
No.
If
Nope.
it starts raining, we're just gonna have a good season, boys. We'll see y'all at the banquet. But yeah.
How you feeling, Cade? I know you've you got a race car to build, or maybe it's already in progress because had a little mishap in Motown. But like you said, you were fast. I felt like, at least looking at you and Tasker in that heat race, you guys looked like you were pretty. I don't know. I'll say you guys were like 1-2. It seemed like so.
I don't know. I feel good. Obviously, we're building a new car, but it's the same exact thing as what we had before. So, I think I don't think we're gonna have any issue with getting it set up right and like things being too much different. But, it's gonna be a lot for me. I'm gonna have to really try to not think about it, honestly, because I feel like I could just as easy get in my head as I could just not even think about it at all. And obviously, like come feature time, you kind of got to know what you have to do. just in case it gets to that point. But, I feel like we just need to put one more solid night together, and I'd love to go get another win. I'd hate to have only one win on the year after the speed that we've had. So, the goal is always to win, but I feel like this weekend we got a little bit different mindset going into it. That big trophy at the end of the year is a little bit cooler than just the one on championship night.
You'd be two things if you win. You join elite company and guys that have won Pro Sprint and 360 championships, aka no clue.
Carson one of the only ones, or maybe the only one, right? Because he won a Pro Sprint 360.
I don't know. In Eric's list, I don't think he has champions listed. I'd have to go back and look. But in my opinion, the cooler of the two, you joined your dad as a champion back in 2007. I'm sure that would mean a lot to say you're both 360 track champions.
Yeah, it'd be huge. And honestly, like doing it on the year that he gets put in the Knoxville Raceway Hall of Fame would be totally sick. We found out that was happening like right before we started racing, and then just went out and ripped off a win and had a hell of a night after that. But, it's been really cool to see like all the people he used to race with and all the owners that he drove for come down like throughout the year, not all that one night, but it's been cool to see everybody else's reaction to it. And, he's getting to be a little bit more apt to it. I would say he's very like stuck in his own way. I don't know where I would get that from, but not him.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of cool to see him open up and embrace it a little bit, which, I mean, he had a hell of a career. So I feel like he deserves it for sure.
You got to make Marty come to the banquet. There's only one way to do it.
There's only one way to do that.
Yeah.
If not, he's not coming.
Evan Semerod will be your rookie of the year. So impressed with Evan. We need to get him on the show eventually here. I've been so impressed with Evan. I hope he sticks around next year. He has been a really cool storyline this season. So Evan's going to pick up the rookie of the year for your 360s. And then your 410s, Light and State Bank 410s, Ryan Timms leads by 310 points. It's technically not over, but it's pretty much over. It would take
once he qualifies.
Yeah, once he qualifies, he's in. So Ryan Timms will become your 410 track champion, which we talked to him about that, during Nationals, one of the times that we chatted with him. So he said it would mean a lot. It mean a lot to Shane. And they set out. I mean, that was the goal coming back this season, and he's going to get it done. And most likely going to pick up Husitz as well. So successful for him. Austin McCarl's streak's going to come to an end, but valiant second place finish. Justin Henderson, good year for him. Another guy that I hope comes back next year. I think they would. I think they're a great pairing, especially after how well they ran at Nationals.
They just fought mechanical stuff early that really put them behind the eight ball. I think he'd be a hell of a lot closer to Austin than the 400 or whatever that he's back.
And then
hopefully the same guy isn't crew chiefing. Hopefully he's racing too.
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
But yeah, that'd be cool to see that team together for a second year.
Yeah. JJ Hickle fourth, and then the tightest battle through the night is the teammate duo, Jace Park and Brian Brown. They are separated by just 18 points. So someone's going to finish top 5 and get a plaque at the banquet at Prairie Meadows in a couple months. Will it be Jace Park or will it be Brian Brown? We're not really sure, but that'll be.
They were battling down in Missouri over the weekend too.
And then Chris Martin, Carson McCarl, Linton Jeffrey, and Terry McCarl. I don't know who's going to win Rookie of the Year. I don't have. Let me go. I'm on the Knoxville website. Let me go find the full points here.
Fill time.
Will not be Jace Park. Obviously, Jace has run here before.
Reese Moran. He's the only rookie that's listed in the top 20.
And obviously, he will not be here this week.
Yeah.
So
they split if you didn't see, Johnny Herrera and him split. He's in the Kiwi Motorsports 8 car now?
And then, so
I imagine they'd come up here. They've made a couple appearances.
Yeah, they might. Yeah. They might. And then Torgerson will be in the 45X. So that was another thing during Nationals, like probably the quietest silly season we've had in a while. Unlike last year, it was like, oh my gosh, everything's happening. But I bet.
What was another move? There was another one that happened.
The 3, Lunster 3, Kelby Watt is in the Dave Lunster 3 car. Dane Kingshot, not in that car. But
he went back home.
I think
I think it was actually Torgerson getting into the Spire car and Steven Snyder Jr. going into the 71.
Yep.
I'd have to go back and look. I probably called him them both switched several times. That threw me off all week. That Torgerson was, it was crazy. I would have loved to see Logan Seavey here in that 87.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what are you going to do? But that is our Knoxville coverage here for this week. We're excited to see what happens here on championship night. Again, hopefully things work out. I will say, no matter what, it's going to be cooler, so that'll be nice. Thankfully, the humidity seems to be gone for the most part. So we're excited to be doing that. I kind of wanted to touch on the just week. I know this isn't sprint car nights, but might as well talk about some of the races that happened this past week. Aaron Reitzel went to victory lane at the Santa Maria Speedway, which was really neat. I just like that baseball announcer. That's like Santa Maria.
Version.
Yeah, that's such a good line. That was a cool track. Shout out the use of cargo shipping containers at that racetrack. Like everything was done with cargo shipping containers, which is pretty cool. But Reitzel gets back to victory lane. Good for him. Tanner Holmes, boys. Good. Very good. Good reaction, boys. All right.
We saw a couple comments come in. What did you squirrel, Blake? Talk about Tanner Holmes.
Yeah, I was just talking about Tanner Holmes. I just said it was.
Tanner's been on a good stretch. I thought his Nationals was awesome.
I think the Nationals maybe got him going. He's like, all right, let's do it.
Lit a fire back under him for sure.
Yeah,
that was one thing we didn't actually touch on. I don't think on Saturday or on this today. How important was that? B main, like kind of a practice session. Like you could tell those guys, him and Carson, they were hauling ass. And I don't think that it was any coincidence that that was why. I meant to say that earlier and I forgot.
And Aaron said in the victory lane at Santa Maria that he was depressed after Nationals. Like
I can see it.
He was not well. He was very disappointed, and that a lot of us, myself included, were shocked when Tanner passed him. And that's nothing against Tanner. But this is Aaron Reitzel, who has been very good at Knoxville.
I'd say the way he did it, he just drove right around.
Drove right around. And then when he passed him at Santa Maria, I'm like, oh my gosh, he just did it again. But Aaron was able to get him back. But yeah, so Sheldon Hodenshield picked up the win at Ogilvy. Austin McCarl went to victory lane. The text is so dang small and it's squished. And I just
Lakeside.
Good to see Austin back at victory lane. Couple others around here. Logan Schuhart went to victory lane at Jackson. Logan Julian back in victory lane. Good for him. Ayrton Janiton going back to victory lane. I was happy for Ayrton. Beaver Janiton. How about that run in the non-wing?
His past cars.
I know.
And I think he's been the hard charger a few different times with the Silver Crown this year. It's cool getting the big booty car out there. And
we're not big non-wing guys. What do you guys think of that race? Some bad wrecks.
Very dangerous.
You see the video of Kaylee Bryson's onboard? Yes. Oh my gosh! Like
we gotta be better than that as a sport. Can't be doing that stuff.
Not good.
That's like driving down the freeway in the middle of a downpour and you can't see anything and just go 100 and whatever.
Yeah,
with 24 other people around you. That's scary.
Yeah, not good.
I don't remember the name of the yellow car that crashed, but golly,
yeah,
another frame that broke. And
bad.
Have you ever seen anything like that, Cade? Like it broke in two different spots.
Almost looked like the firewall saved him, even though it's not meant to do that part.
Yeah, it literally broke in the same spot, just on both sides.
Yeah,
like I've never seen one just open up like a can like that before.
Brutal.
Crazy.
Ryan Timms just went to victory lane yesterday at the Missouri State Fairgrounds with a collapsed top wing on the side. Brian Brown finished second. Jace Park was third. I think Brian said something along the post race. He's like, that's the only way you're going to beat that kid. And he's like, I still couldn't beat him. But pretty cool. Corey Day went to victory lane twice. Corey Day is done for the year in a sprint car. That stinks. He can't run Gold Cup, but O'Reilly's at Daytona this week. So there ain't no way he's doing double duty at Daytona and Gold Cup. Danny Dietrich went to victory lane twice. He's needed it. Cale Thomas went to victory lane twice, and Paul Nienheiser, if you watched IRA last night, made a heck of a move going for the win last night, which is a lot of fun to watch. And then Houston's did not run last night.
Blake.
Long live the IRA. Lauren said they're working on T-shirts. So another one of my sayings.
It's fun seeing him at Nationals. I had not met him.
You didn't get to see him? I saw him in the IRA. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I saw him in the IRA trailer. That's when he was telling me about it. But they're going to work on T-shirts and.
Heck yeah.
Somebody asked where I got that from. I'm like, I don't know. Just rolled off the tongue. I was like, I like the IRA. I want it to long live, I guess. It's pretty simple.
Talking t-shirts, Blake, shameless plug, it's that t-shirt isn't going to be in Track Threads, but you can get Knoxville Night in America t-shirts and Knoxville Nights hats.
Saw a couple of them around
at the Track Threads trailer last time, I think this year, unless they're going to be at the Late Model Nationals. Last time you could get them on site. Otherwise, you have to go to shoptrackthreads.com.
I gotta ask. I mean, it's still, I got to get through the week. If Kade wins, we getting championship shirts, Kade?
We got to.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. I think Tasker did some last year. But yeah, those are pretty cool. Did you see Tim's 360 National shirt? It was like 30 laps straight or something, and it's got like the check marks of like laps. I thought that was really good.
It's got the check on it too. I think, right?
They do a good job with their designs. So
for sure.
Coming up next, the McKay Group Season Championship Nights, and then the Lucas Oil Late Model Nationals, September 17th through the 19th.
Carter's asking about it.
Yeah, Big Knoxville Nationals. Can we get a pick who wins? Oh gosh, man. I think we'll do that next week. Because then, I mean,
we can do it leading in. We had a big name late model guy that we were supposed to hook up with last year, and it fell through because he won some other big race. So
we can lean in.
Hopefully we can get somebody on. I'm not a Fender guy by any means, but it would be fun to.
I will be down. I will be down Thursday of Late Model Nationals, but I can't be there Friday because of football, and then Saturday I'm calling that Sprint Invaders race at Hawkeye Downs. But I will be down there to watch. But Kade, you going to Hawkeye Downs?
Might be going to Hawkeye Downs.
Maybe.
Right? I mean, for late models, Bobby Pierce, obviously. How about 19 wins, boys? Woo! 19 World of Outlaws wins, single season record. Guy just keeps winning. I think he'll be tough to beat. And Hudson O'Neill's getting hot.
I was about to say Hudson O'Neill.
Yeah, Hudson O'Neill's been really
repeat what happened last year.
Yeah. Brandon Shepard's been good. Obviously, can't count out Jonathan Davenport. So we will go over something because I've kept up with the late models here a little bit more this year. I want to get down to Gateway this year. I was looking at tickets. I don't have a ton left, but I like to get down to Gateway here eventually. So
got a question for you, Kade. What? There is a question for Kade.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Besides anyone that wants to pay you, who would you like to have? Who would be a good fit for you as a sponsor on your car?
I don't know. I don't feel like you can just call people out like that.
I want to see Ducks Unlimited on your car.
That would be sick.
You're a hunter. I want to see Ducks Unlimited.
Ducks Unlimited, Duck Fellas podcast crossover on the car. That'd be sweet.
I think anything hunting related. Put Bass Pro, Cabela's, anything hunting related would be really.
I'm just going to tell you guys live now. I had a hell of an idea. Speaking of hunting, I'm a retired hunter, but I know Kade, you're a big outdoorsman. What do we think? I know there's some outdoorsmen hunters that watch and listen to this. What if we got some, Hunter Orange, Knoxville Nights hats, maybe some camo stuff?
You saw how well the Garrett Williamson camo stuff did. And if that's the case, we need to start doing pink stuff because they sold out of pink stuff like crazy over Nationals.
Maybe that's next year's car, Kade. We'll go pink for.
I told them that already. I said maybe add an extra pink into the purple already, but
we'll workshop that.
I'd be busy.
We got a lot of time.
I do think a camo anything would be really neat. People just go crazy for camo.
Wouldn't be able to see it. But,
Shut up. Gosh.
I had to.
You tell Josh is over 30. My goodness. You just really tell sometimes. I tell you what.
Grandpa.
Last week of the season, sad, man. Time has flown. Time has absolutely flown. But we will still be talking about racing. Sprint Car Nights will start making its kind of comeback here. We appreciate everyone who's watched on Dirt Vision all season long. We appreciate Dirt Vision for all their support as well. It's been a blast to do this all season long. This has been Knoxville Nights presented by Jetco. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching live, subscribe, leave a like. We'd really appreciate it. I had somebody ask me during Nationals. I was in line getting pizza. They're like, so if I don't like, does the show go away? Like, are you guys going to go away if we don't like it?
If you don't like it, see ya.
No, we're not going away. But I was like, no, but it means you support it. So we appreciate it if you like it. And create a Dirt Vision account and everything on Dirt Vision to check out that stuff. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other podcast platforms. We'd appreciate a 5-star rating. That kind of tells us that you enjoy what we're watching. And the views have been up, which is awesome. So that's been a lot of fun.
was a
You
big
can
couple
follow-
weeks for us.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And also, big shout out to Knoxville Raceway. They didn't have to work as closely with us on our post race shows as they did, and
Yeah.
help us get in front of a new audience. So appreciate all the flexibility that they showed with us and the
Yeah.
support as well.
One last comment I'll throw in here. Yes, Tanner Carrick, if you remember, had the California waterfowl car.
It's on a,
which
it's on a sprint car too.
yeah, and it's sick. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a mallard
Kade
duck
showed
on
a
the
picture
side
of
of the
that,
car, and it's
The
just like
pintail,
the
Blake.
pond.
Come on,
Yeah,
get it right.
yeah.
Yeah, Blake.
Like I said, I've been hunting once and I didn't even fire the gun. I was so scared. Deer came out in front. My dad's like, "Go," and I'm like,
no,
No.
it's Bambi.
It's like, I don't want to hurt my shoulder. What are you talking about? I drive a sprint car, but I probably won't fire a gun. We appreciate everyone for watching here on Knoxville Nights. Again, thank you so much for following us here through the Nationals. We love the Nationals, but we're also glad to be done and get a little bit of a break. And hopefully next week we are celebrating with Kade in Victory Lane for a season championship. And if not, we'll still talk to Tasker Phillips, and we'll be happy for Tasker. Maybe Kade not as much, but we will still be happy for Tasker. And it's going to be a great 360 championship battle. So you can follow us on all of our social media below. And that's all we got, boys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching Knoxville Nights presented by Jetco.